Two in a row where Jose has looked pretty outstanding.
Sorry.
Are you laughing at my camera?
Yes, I am.
Think of it as a tape recorder.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Keep talking.
That's two in a row. Jose has looked pretty outstanding. What do you think of that?
I thought he was great. I thought he was by far our best player.
The save he made on Brandon Dubinsky when after Sean Morrison and John Carlson seemed to have some sort of a mix-up. Would you consider that kind of the turning point of the game right there?
Well, I thought if they had scored, and that was definitely a turning point. But I mean, if they had, anytime they would have scored, I think they would have had energy, and anytime they were putting pressure on us, Jose would get it and he would stop it and he would not let a rebound go tonight. And that's, I think, the key to his game. And he's just he's brimming with confidence. We hope he can keep it, and it gives us, a lot of options in goal.
Sometimes when a team is so talented, it's so good on offense, they forget about team defense. But tonight, good, strong, sound defense and a great job of shutting down Mary Gagler. Was that the difference aside from the play of Jose?
Yeah, I mean, we're focusing on an awful lot these days, whether it be video or practice, after the Olympic break on defense and talking about it. And it's when you've got a lot of skilled guys, it's difficult to rein them in, but I think you get in the last quarter of the season and they start to buy in a little bit more. There's still more to be bought in, and I'm sure it'll come. But this was a great, if you look at the last three games, you've given up 5 goals and 4 of them in one game. So I think we're starting to realize that it's getting closer to crunch time.
Eric Fair, 2 goals in 2 games here, but it just seems like he's doing other things a lot better. It seems like he's competing harder and more consistently. Do you feel like he's kind of turned a corner? I mean, obviously he's had
I don't know if he's turned a corner, but I mean, you can tell. I mean, he's gotten a little quicker, and you can tell we've got a lot of players here, and people want to keep playing. And I mean, that's the one thing it's really difficult decisions for coaches when you're consistently winning with different lineups. But everybody in that room is a real competitive player, and so they want to play. And when that happens, you usually find a new way to play a little better. And Eric is one of those. I asked him, I said, have you taken some quick pills lately? Because he looks like on that breakaway in the first period, he went in and he just pulled away from people, and that's something that, I mean, we know he's had, but he hasn't done it as often as he's done it lately.
So of your 7 goals in the past 2 games, 3 of them are by newcomers. It was nice to see Belanger kind of.
Yeah, it was a good goal. It was a great contributing goal. I'd like to see some of the old guys start scoring again too, though.
Yeah, what's up with the 2 Alex?
Well, I think if you look at Nicky and Alex, just taking those 2 today, they're just off by like half a second. I mean, the play in the second period where Nicky stole it behind the net and he went to throw it to Alex, you could see, and then when it's just a little bit off. Their timing since coming back from the Olympics has just been a little off, but they're going to catch on, and it's going to happen sooner or later.
Is it tired legs? Or is it just the fact they were apart for?
It's timing. Yeah. Their timing's a little off. They were away for 17 days from playing, with each other, and I got to believe that both the Russians and the Swedes were 2 totally different styles of play than the Washington Capitals. So, but I'm not worried about them, and it says an awful lot for the rest of the players that they can score well. 2 of your best players are not.
You've talked up Joe Corvo a lot the last couple of days, mostly as a puck-moving defenseman, but he seems like he might be a little bit better than advertised in his own end.
He's good. I'm really glad we got him. I know he's a real good defenseman, and he's 7 years smarter than when I had him. In 2004, 2003. I mean, or 6 years, whatever that number is. So, but he's smarter, and he's played in the NHL for the last 6 years, and he used to be just a puck-moving defenseman, great offensive skills. Now he's gotten an awful lot better in his own zone, and you have to when you go to the conference finals twice, and you're the number one ice time defenseman in those 2 times that they've gone there, Carolina.
How much of a relief was it for you there the Rangers were kind of pouring it on a little bit late, pushing hard to have Dubinsky and Gabbard take those late penalties and kind of
we were happy. But we all know, too, that they were going to get a chance shorthanded, and we were fortunate that Dubinsky mishandled the puck.